You got a headset?
My bad, bro.
Nah, have fun, brother.
Yep, do your thing.
Yeah, this shit fun.
Slightly greeny.
I hate being behind the camera.
Slightly. All right, we get ready to start.
You know, like an ashtray over here, bro.
Ashtray? Grab pass me that cup. Hold on. Is there something in there?
If you're killing that, just let me know.
You want this?
No answer. He said,
I give it up.
Yo, you mind if I smoke? No, you don't
nah,
smoke.
my nigga. Just, yeah, we good, bro. Don't worry about it.
Give me that. Kill it for you.
Hey,
Yo.
you said?
Nigga said, I give me that. I'll kill it for you.
He's a fucking pervert, bro.
What if?
Yeah, if you need a ashtray.
Oh, bro.
Light.
Pass it. I'm gonna send it back.
Everyone steals them. That's the problem.
Oh no,
That's
no,
the
just,
Number one stolen item in the world, guys. A lighter.
y'all got a light over there already, right?
There's one right here, too. There's one right here.
A lighter, and then a pen, and then money.
Alright, we ready?
Recently, Dominicans
Real
been
quick,
working
Chris,
really
pass
hard
my
credit
phone.
card numbers, but like, yeah, we're working on it.
Phone. Good looking, bro. Appreciate you.
You still on my lighter. Ready to go in your pocket. I see you.
Confidence. Lighter, nigga. Good looking, bro.
Move it.
Yo, so real quick before we talk,
I don't
nigga,
got
you are
blocking it.
guilty of everything
going.
you say.
Keep going. Keep going.
And
Beautiful.
this is what we call the AO police. So anytime you say something that might sound suspect, you're gonna hear that. And I mean, yeah,
Don't take no offense. This
yeah,
is
no
what this
offense,
is
no
about.
disrespect. This shit
You
is
may
all in
be-
fun,
I love it.
You may be talking about a serious moment. If you
and
say
it's
something
gonna
that
happen. Because
sounds,
sometimes you gotta break that
Right.
that moment. You know what I mean?
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you also might get a flag. Some niggas will throw a flag in your direction.
I got it.
Anything more, you gotta throw a flag.
Yo, so if he's like, yo, this shit is large.
Fire upon that.
Fire.
Fire upon that.
That nigga got my back real hard. Bang.
Yo, what are you talking about, bro?
Nobody
Nobody ever says that as a normal sentence.
I want to know how you improv that shit.
I was giving you an extreme example.
That is beyond extreme.
Whoa.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
Nigga, he freestyled that.
He freestyled it. What?
Oh, it's down. Yeah.
Nigga, drink your apple juice, bro. Stop playing.
Martinelli's.
That's not even real
10%
apple
off.
Block. Count
So you want me to
count me down.
We need Martinelli's.
both going?
Yeah, that's a sign of success.
Yeah,
when
nah,
you get
don't
that
worry
apple-
about me, my nigga.
When you drink that
I'm
apple
fucking
juice,
You mind if I move it over?
made it in life.
I'll talk type low, bro.
If by chance he's to tell me, I'll just raise my.
that shit is $11.99 plus shipping.
All right.
And you picked it up.
You ready?
Expensive as fuck.
Ready. 3, 2, 1. I'm Hollywood, and I can be more. More haters and more greater than you ever could. I'm Hollywood, and I can be more. Yeah. Go and adjust your fucking camera, nigga. I'm in a different seat.
Oh shit! What happened to Block?
Block's over here. Watch him out.
Welcome to 52 Mindset. You already know who I am, man. I'm your boy Hollywood Dudes.
40-40 for the block.
It's Fat Magic City, you heard?
Right there.
And you already know we have a special guest in the house. Block, you wanna help me out with this one, man?
So the gentleman immediately to my right, not my left, because I'm not sitting there. I will take the mic because apparently I'm not loud enough. So the gentleman immediately to my right, yeah,
That wasn't an AO.
it wasn't my nigga. There you go.
All right, guys. I'm sorry.
So the gentleman immediately to my right is a homie. You know what I'm saying? We have a common friend. The gentleman plugged me into his music. I heard the shit, and the difference between, like, if you ask this nigga Deuce right over here, he knows I don't like a lot of the music that's out now. I'm an old head. You know what I'm saying? I'm older. I'm what you said?
No, I'm telling Magic, you boring.
I'm boring?
No, continue. My fault.
How the fuck am I boring?
My bad, bro.
Yeah,
It's not about us.
This nigga. So anyway, the dude immediately to my right, this gentleman is very big in pause. The music.
Yeah.
So the gentleman immediately to my right loves the music, well, does the music that is out now. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent in terms of the content. And if those who know me, I'm big into content and substance. So if you're gonna rap or you're gonna rap even with the music that's out now, the style that's out now, I prefer you say something substantial. You know what I'm saying? And this gentleman does that type of music. This is the homie, my man's Brooklyn's own DomoNoGood.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yeah,
What's good? Thank you for having me. That was a hell of an introduction. You feel me? Appreciate it.
I'm a rapper, you know. That's what we do.
Say that.
I wanted to say that was a lengthy introduction, but I know I'm gonna just say pause for myself.
He said lengthy.
You know what I mean?
Everyone threw a flag at me. This nigga's clear though.
I self-reported.
Fuck this shit.
Hold on. I self-reported, bro.
I said pause. I self-reported.
No, you did not.
I did say pause.
You did not.
All right, whatever. Anyway, moving
He hold
on.
himself accountable.
Yeah.
Man, shut up. Fuck you. All right, good. So my man's. First and foremost, thank you for coming.
Yo, thank you for having me. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you know what I'm saying? Like, we've spoken about having you come onto the show a few times already, and of course, like, due to like certain situations, whatever, we had to postpone, but finally you were able to make it to the show. See, I could have said you could have come on the show, but I didn't. Pause.
It's gonna be a long night.
What'd you say? He said, get him. He said it's gonna be a long night. But yeah, so talk to me. What's been new, brother? What's going on? My favorite question, his least favorite question. How has COVID been to you? I say that one because for a lot of people, COVID was able to give them an opportunity to grow with. To mature, you know what I'm saying, and to figure out what they wanted to do, where they wanted to go in terms of their music or their product or their service. And it was so for you, like, how has COVID treated you? Of course, there's that negative impact, but what positive has it given to you?
First and foremost, like, I haven't had anybody personally affected by COVID. You know what I mean? My family or my friends. So, first off, I want to give thanks to that. But, aside from that, honestly, this whole quarantine, it's been good for me, Prior to this, the music shit, it costs money, especially being independent. So, I do work with 9 to 5. But thanks to COVID, now I have the flexibility to work from home now. So
I'm pretty sure you're not using the obese as a reason to stay home.
I am again. Accommodation. Once I said obesity, check. Walk around everybody. Everybody that goes to the gym, like,
shout out to hypertension.
Shit ain't funny now.
Shout out to hypertension.
I ain't gonna hold you on some real shit.
Shout out to high blood pressure.
Yeah, I'll be eating every meeting too. Let them know I'm still here, not going back.
Nah, but like, I ain't going front. Like, I shouldn't be saying this shit, but I did some whole other shit. I got up out of it. You know what I mean? So I'm working from home, but since about October, we opened up our recording space down at Bushwick.
Okay.
Me and my producer
right there.
and another artist, Donnie Durag. But that shit is actually 5 minutes away. You feel me? I ain't gonna say the address over here, but
No.
Say no more. The whole quarantine is definitely opened my eyes about being definitely more self-sufficient. You know what I mean? It was definitely, I was already heading towards that route. You know what I mean? With my whole production company, DOMONATION. But now it gave me the time and the flexibility to put things into fruition. Like right now, like I said, we got the studio space. We also got services for we can offer, like, for visual production, photography, editing, anything you need, mixing and mastering. So that's just something outside of what I've been doing with the music. You know what I mean? Offering my services and my resources that I'm now accessible to other artists.
Because what I have noticed, you also, like, on your IG, you do videos for people.
Yeah. I just came from Cali. One of my artists that I've been working with, Jackman. We spent 4 days in Cali, a day in Vegas. shot some videos out there. Got some his content up for his Instagram page and everything.
So I will say is that he actually canceled on us last week because he had to go to Cali.
Facts.
Oh no, I respect it.
Nah, of course.
Yeah, we definitely was supposed to do
Nigga, fuck this shit. I'm going to Cali. Fuck?
Wait, he should have told us. We could have went out there and did the podcast out there with him.
Yo, listen, man, I'm trying to go back out there in a couple months, so.
You know what I mean? We can make it a joint venture, man. Let us know, man. Shit, we fly. And I updated my ID and my passport, nigga. I'm ready.
I'm with it for the Block Crenshaw.
You know what I mean?
For the Block Crenshaw edition, I love it.
Oh, for the Block Crenshaw edition, my nigga. I gotta do fucking shoot a freestyle out there, nigga.
Word, man.
I love it.
Yo, so how long you been in the game, man? Rapping, man.
Well, it's honestly, bro. Like I've been, moving and reinventing myself so many times. It's like I gotta ask, like, what period? You know what I mean? Like,
oh shit.
I first started rapping and writing my own rhymes. Like I was younger and shit, a little kid. When I started taking it more seriously, is when I was probably like around 18, 19. I had met somebody that worked in the label at that time. So, we developed a close relationship. We still cool to this day. And, he got a couple looks for me. About, shit, what was that, 2009, 2010, I was actually on 106, you know what I mean? And that shit was a minute ago. I was a kid.
You was on Freestyle Friday?
What you doing?
Wild Out Wednesday.
Oh,
Wild Out Wednesday.
I didn't watch that. I was too old for that.
Yeah.
Wait, we should be able to find that clip on YouTube.
Oh, yo.
Listen.
If I find the clip,
It's gonna be where?
Right there, where is it?
right here. Can you see
there,
it?
yeah,
Right
yeah,
here?
yeah, you good.
Got you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, that's what's up, man. How was that experience, man?
Nah, that was dope. It was definitely a learning experience. You know what I mean? To be a part of a big production. You know what I mean? It's BET and shit like that, and to see how it was ran and everything. And it was dope.
How was the Wild Out Wednesday? What was the format? What would they have to do?
I don't remember that.
You basically had
Wild
to.
Out Wednesday it was basically as in fucking did one in Park too. So I've been there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Word.
My man
So-
Magic was in there too. Yeah.
So-
You guys on
Wild
the
Out-
same
yeah.
episode?
Yes, no.
we gotta find the clip somewhere. I'm telling you.
Wild Out Wednesday.
Wait,
instead of
imagine these two niggas was there facing off.
Nah, it's not freestyle. Wild Out Wednesday. What
So
was
Wild
it?
Out Wednesday is not necessarily like Freestyle Friday, just rappers. Wild Out Wednesday is, as niggas know, as fat as I am. I was actually there as a dancer, not even a rapper.
Shit.
Yo, hold on. Before you continue, before anyone makes any assumptions or judgments, this nigga did one of our open mics years ago, and he had a whole dance sequence after he rapped. Nigga killed it. He was in the killing for first place. You don't remember that?
Yo,
You don't remember that?
I remember
This
that.
nigga was like,
Nah, OG South.
Holy shit!
Dance after the rap is crazy.
Nah, it's crazy. Like dancing, I'll kill anybody. But
Ooh.
and that's only because honestly, I'm gonna tell the secret right now. It's a surprise factor. So automatically, I win all the time. Like, just if I could just do a little bit of what you could do, it's like, this fat nigga's crazy. Then, but so you that's my advantage. But Wild Out Wednesday is basically. It's like dance. It was like steppers, it's rappers, singers. It was like, and it was like 3 shows every Wednesday. So it's like a mini talent show that the 106 produced.
Okay, so whoever's having a COVID attack,
Somebody in here got a quarantine for 3 minutes.
I definitely got my
so
vaccine.
Wild Out Wednesdays could be like anyone who's rapping, anyone who's singing, dancing,
rapping.
stepping, whatever they want.
Yeah.
That's their moment to shine just for them.
Yeah, and most of the time sometimes you gotta audition before. Like you gotta audition and then like, all right.
So how many auditions did you have prior?
I had one audition.
Oh.
When I went, it was me and the other artists that went with me. They didn't pick him. But yeah, I went.
Clearly.
Yo, chill, man. Shout out.
Shout out to the nigga, but yeah, he
I
didn't
ain't
win.
gonna say no names.
Sorry,
but,
bro.
I mean, shit, I lost, but I'm here now. So.
I hear that shit. That's what I'm talking about, bro. And look where you at now, man. You doing some big things. Paul, I'm gonna say that.
Yo, nobody's doing a fucking flag. Nah, man, fuck your flag, B.
Called it
You
myself.
late, nigga.
I called it myself, man.
I'm delayed.
Like I said. So what's your inspiration, man? Like if you was to compare yourself to anybody, or say you got your sound from somebody, or
I wouldn't even say it.
There
Somebody.
you go.
To me,
Now you sound
like because a lot of rappers right now, like on drill beats and that, like to me is like what separates yourself. I don't really want to know who you like. What separates yourself from like the next artist?
Okay, so before he does answer that question, I do the two questions: who do you somewhat emulate, or who do you like? What sound you get from? I did notice this situation like when I first heard my nigga rap. I heard the tone, I heard the music and the content, and I found a similarity. And I wasn't too sure at first, and then like I finally put I was like, yo, I think that's what it is. And then recently he put a post prior to everything happening, and then you can answer.
Oh, nah, facts. Yeah, definitely. You know, DMX, like I definitely, model my aggression after him. Like he's definitely one of the inspirations as far as like with my tone and everything, how I approach music. But like as far as musical inspirations, I got a lot. You know what I mean? Of course, being from Brooklyn, Hov, Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas. You feel me? I actually got into Nas like a little bit later, but definitely Nas. 50. Like I said before, DMX. Yeah, bro. As far as like the people that I grew up listening to, I gotta throw Eminem in it too. He definitely, Eminem. He definitely he's somebody that like made me pay attention to like wordplay. You know what I mean? And like how you can actually like make a rhyme out of a word that don't rhyme. So like basically, So it's like a combination of all of that, and like it's so crazy. Like I had a show one time at the File Spot, and when I got off the stage, this lady, she like, yo, like you sound like you sound like you a combination of Tupac, Nas, and DMX. And I was like, yo, I fucks with that.
Thank you.
Like,
That's not
I fucks with that.
Yeah. Thank you. Shout out to Thank You in the building. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I also forgot. Shout out to Fish Scale Sounds, man. I know we've been so locked in over here.
As always.
Yeah, they over here. My man James over there. You mentioned earlier.
This nigga's eating a bag of blue kettle potato chips.
That boy hungry.
I ain't gonna front them chips about $5 a bag. You got money.
No word up. Shout out to James with the Band-Aid on his face.
Got the melon.
Nigga looks like a bad guy in a Netflix special.
Yo.
With the all black one. Get ready to snipe something.
Look like that snapback on your head.
Oh, wow. Wow. Shots fired. Give me a shot. Give me a gut shot. That's a bomb. Give me a gut shot.
Oh, shit.
Don't say you're a bad nigga. Own it. You said
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Late. Own it.
That was a
Earn
good
that
one.
shit.
You clap back, James.
For what? See? I was gonna let you slide. For first,
he clapped
2
back.
minutes ago you said, I like that. And now you just say he clapped back.
Yo, throw your flags. Yeah.
So you got
I don't know how we always make it about us.
Flags
It's
is
about my
crazy.
man right here, man.
The flags is crazy.
we had to put you in a penalty box.
It's about my man's right here. It's not even about me, man. It's about you. My fault.
It's about all of us.
This is what happens, man. This is what happens. Sometimes it just goes off scale. We got Fish Scale in the building. We got everybody here. Thank you. I mean, it's just one big family.
It's
out
a dope.
here,
It's a
man.
dope vibe today, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I know they
So,
can't see back there, but it's
Yeah,
definitely a beautiful cultural mix in this building.
You know what I mean?
You
Shout out to the
what I
family.
mean?
in the back, you know
whole
what I mean? Yeah. We look like
gotta
the United
live with
Nations in this
everything.
motherfucker
Word,
over here. You
nigga, all
feel me?
194
Yes,
countries.
sir. Yeah.
Everybody's in
That's
there.
what I'm talking about, man.
And one white guy to ruin everything.
In 1 second.
I'm from Samoa right now.
Except for
Yo.
Samoa.
So lately we've been talking and beefing about the verses that's been happening. You know what I mean? You've been catching them lately. Like how you been feeling about?
When I can.
Which one you been talking about?
We spoke about a possibility of a few.
Oh, what would you like to see? That's the better
Yeah.
question.
Even
like to
even
see-
if it's one hit wonders.
Nah, no one hit wonders. I would like to see G Unit and Dipset. That would be.
That can happen.
Let me check my
It would happen.
Any other group.
It would
Let me check my
happen if it was
Carfax.
G Unit and fucking Dipset. It would happen, but it has to stay virtual.
So
Them niggas cannot be around each other.
Or G
Oh,
Unit.
so you saying they can't be around each other? I thought you meant like it wasn't not compatible.
Okay.
No, they can't be
They're
around
definitely
each other.
compatible.
They're
Alright.
definitely compatible. Hell yeah, still.
So who you get on that?
Who do I get?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have to say Dipset.
But why though? You gotta
I say the reason why I say Dipset is because even as solo artists, they have their crazy track list. like in terms of like Rockefeller music, and then prior to that, you still have your Dipset music, and then you have their individual as artists.
But you could say the same thing for G-Unit too.
That's it, true, but they don't have Hove on their shit.
They got 50.
They got 50.
There you go.
But 50's not Hove.
So who you got on that?
50. They got 50.
But you already on record here as an anti Jay-Z fan. So let's not even do that.
Oh, okay, but I'm saying they have.
I'm an anti-Jay-Z fan too.
To be
Alright,
fair,
so both y'all niggas is
to be
wrong your
fair-
whole life.
To be fair, the whole record is you know what I mean. It's not in my top 5 Dipset records. Either. Some are Heart of the City, right?
Yeah.
Nah, damn, that versus would be tough, man.
So who do
In
you
New
got?
York City, I mean.
G-Unit Dipset.
I don't know.
If you had to pick one, brother, who you
If
going?
someone was like, yo, my nigga, pick one right now.
Shit.
40 mil question.
Or for influence, I probably have to say Dipset.
Okay.
Or for influence.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm also gonna say that because I'm from Manhattan. Nigga.
Feel you.
Okay.
See that?
I was hoping it would skip me. I mean, I had to be biased for somebody who got songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was affiliated in Bird Gangs. I songs Max BJ, I write it, so I had to go that way. Of course.
All right.
So you the only loser.
It's okay.
All right, got it.
I mean, should it be a close battle
like
though?
G.
It'd be tough.
Close.
It'd
It
be
would
tough.
definitely be
Battle,
like
though.
it would definitely be like 11-10 or I mean 9-10
I'm
or
chilling.
11-9.
50 Cent, back on that gangster shit.
To me, if you keep it,
101.
it'd be close if you keep it as groups. But I think if you start to break up,
I'm about to rechange my answer. I might have to go
go ahead.
with G on that.
Nah, nigga.
Because we got to think about it on a more commercial level. You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
A more wide scale level.
but if you keep it groups, is a lot closer, and I think G Unit might take that. But if you start going off of individuals, and then
Unit.
if you start going off individuals, career like Cam alone, like,
You already know most definitely they're gonna do some individual shit because you're gonna hear Jim Jones balling. You're gonna hear Cameron's any one of the fucking Dipset anthem and
Yeah,
You're gonna hear
when
all
you hear
that shit.
I don't know what you heard.
it depends who shows up at the verses.
You can't
If
get
50
a dollar out of
But
me.
you also got to keep in mind they both have more than 20 hits. It's just a matter of which ones they use. Which was a prime example for the loss of Fabulous against Jadakiss.
It depends who comes to the verses. If 50 bring out Olivia and her lazy eye, I'm going with 50.
Now here's the thing though. G-Unit has 20 global hits. Does Dipset have 20 global hits?
I don't think so.
Oh, so now you against
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying.
Sorry, give me the mic.
I had to ask.
Honestly, I think they do. I believe they do. I definitely believe they do.
I don't think you can name.
can do
I don't
the
think you can
research later.
name
We can do the
5
research
global Dipset hits.
Can I use my phone?
Nah, off the top of your head. Off the top of your head.
Yo.
And you can get singles
Hey,
too.
yo.
I don't know.
Where the flags?
Nigga,
He said off the top of the head.
G Unit had
Yo,
me wearing
them
tank
niggas is
tops that
scared.
didn't
Look at
match
them.
my
They all
body.
fucking zombies. Them niggas all, they definitely got the fucking COVID
That's what I'm
shots.
saying. G Unit had me wearing tank tops that didn't work for me, my nigga. And I was
Yo,
still
them
trying,
G-Unit
man.
tank tops was crazy, my nigga. Because
G-Unit beat
them shits was bras.
G-Unit sneakers.
Them shits was man bras. Nigga, I
had the
couldn't
G-Unit.
do
So,
it.
man, I'm out here. I was
Them niggas had the G Unit everything.
Yeah, I'm not
nigga,
gonna lie.
but
The
the
G-Unit
G-Unit tank
jeans were great.
the G Unit
I
tank
fucked with
top.
the G-Unit jeans.
The 50,
but
the 50 beater. Everybody had the 50
Nah, I
beater.
didn't have that.
You didn't have a G Unit tank top?
My nigga, I was fat.
I was fat too. I was here looking like a dyke. Some dyke named Peaches. Nigga, yeah, everybody know a dyke named Peaches.
Walking around with her titties out. Like,
Yeah.
What color was the pencil?
yeah, the
Nigga had the red, white, and blue.
Orange shit. Now,
Brown and orange. Oh yeah, yeah.
The
You
brown and orange shit,
definitely.
yeah.
with the do-rag,
Yeah.
the two-tone do-rag.
And the G Unit was mad small, so I had mad space left, niggas. Shit was not good.
That shit
Shit,
look like a
the
regular
G-Unit had the G-Unit was spelled out individually. You heard? Each letter one at a time.
Had to buy a vowel to wear my shit.
His space had an underline. I got you. Oh man.
So I appreciate you. After you thought about it real quick,
That might be the best one somebody brought up.
right? After you thought about it, you said,
I mean, it was brought up before. Everyone,
G-Unit.
people were talking about it, but even Jim Jones spoke about it. He was like, "Nah, that can't happen. We can't be in the same room." He said that clear as day.
Why though?
Cause of that beef that they've had for like decades, my nigga. That shit has never ended. It's similar to like 50 and Ja Rule. 50 will never let that nigga live. Like as long as he's alive, they'll never be in the same space again, together. Period.
They had a concert at Fire Island though.
Ja Rule did.
Just watch that shit.
And the Fire Festival.
That was way more personal. Their shit was also, that was the thing. It started off as music, but it got personal. And them, and even like Jim Jones, they had him on what was it? This nigga Joe Budden podcast, and they spoke about it, and he was like, "Yeah, we can't do it in the same room."
To me, I'm about the bag. So you have that versus. And
What?
that shit's
You about the what?
the bag.
Okay.
The bag.
Okay.
See,
Gotcha.
see, I saw you. I said the bag. Right? So that versus.
I heard it. I'm about the bag.
Either that versus happens, or if you turn that into a concert, you know, like the bread that'll bring in.
It's not even a
That
matter
shit
of the
be crazy.
bread no more. Them niggas don't care about the
Or
bread.
even-
Them niggas is beefing. That's it.
Some of them niggas is like, some niggas is hungry out here. Like,
A 50 in game versus would be crazy too. It'd be a landslide, but it'd be
50 in
it'd be
game,
good.
but that's my nigga. That's like that. Like them niggas is not on the
Game's
same
best tracks is 50.
Yo, that's the thing. Like, so when game plays, fucking hate it or love it. Does 50 get a point?
Yeah, they
You know what I'm
perform
saying?
together.
Ah, that's the
nigga.
one that they saved for the end.
Yeah, they close out with that shit
close out
together,
with
nigga. Oh, this is how we do, nigga.
So like, so for you, like, what type? I can't even hear myself, bro. Cheer. So like, what music did you grow up on? Like, what was the music that you were a fan of?
So my parents, they was fairly young when they had me. So like I grew up listening to like a lot of Bad Boy and shit like that. You know what I mean? Locks. My mother loved Lauryn Hill, Casey and JoJo. You know, shit like that. As in when I started growing up and started listening to my own shit, it was definitely a lot of you know, early like 8 Mile Eminem. You know, gotta specify that. A lot of 50, Dipset. Shit, at a point in time I got into NWA crazy. You know, Hove. That was a little bit later on, but yeah, like growing up it was definitely mainly Eminem, 50 and Dipset and NWA. You know, like,
So if you had to choose right now,
yeah.
which out of those artists you've named, which one had your favorite album?
Get Rich or Die Trying, 50.
The album.
And second to that is the 8 Mile soundtrack.
Man, my nigga Hove gets no love.
He was on that soundtrack. That's honestly why I put him on there.
No, don't count for me.
Honestly, bro, you gotta understand, bro. I'm
Nah,
29, I'm about to be 30, so
Nah,
like,
I got
got to
you.
Hove
Nah.
a little bit later. You know what I mean?
So what's your favorite Hove album?
Me? I was a big fan.
Cause
of In
that's
My
my
Lifetime,
problem.
Volume
Like,
2.
I don't like after
But wait,
the Black
Volume
album.
2,
Like,
not Reasonable
Okay,
Doubt.
all right.
Volume 2. Volume 2 was probably my favorite album. Why? Because it introduced his content, his substance into commercial music more so
Yeah.
than Reasonable Doubt did. That's why.
For me,
that's why I was a fan, a whole fan from the beginning.
yeah.
Reasonable Doubt was fire too.
That's the thing. For me, after Black, like the Black album was like
Oh no! After Black Album was a
that. That's what I'm
decline
saying.
for
So
me.
when I say I'm anti Jay-Z, is that. But like
It's
Blueprint,
Kingdom Come
like
was
I fuck with
fire.
Blueprint. Like
That's a done. Kingdom Come was actually a really good
You know,
album. That was the
Blueprint
next
3
album
too.
after.
It was good. I ain't gonna say fire, but it was good.
Fuck Jay-Z.
yeah, I'm
Nah,
just
he's an anti.
I'm a Carolina
He
Blue
don't, but
kid.
he can't name a Nas song. That's the funny thing.
Spicy. I know I can.
Fabio Body Nas.
Nigga said
Fabio
Uchi
Body
Wally.
Nas?
Uchi
Wally.
Wally.
Hold on, wait, whoa.
No, wait. Say it.
Fabio bodied Nas.
Nas on Spice.
On Spicy? Oh, he went off.
Oh no, in the song, yeah,
Everything nice.
my nigga, but that
Always
was not a
had to
Nas
do
beat.
That's because Nas still thinks
So
it's
Nas-
Nas still-
1997.
Nas is stuck in '94,
Nas-
my
yeah.
nigga.
Nas been in the
but
game,
that's
too.
why I fuck with Nas because he stayed the same, but he still
Here
remains
Here you
sexual.
go. You can tell.
Nas been in the
Successful.
game
It's like
too
two different
long
eras
to
right
be
there.
hopping
There's
on
like
beats.
two
That's
different
not
eras.
No,
It's two different eras. He gonna keep arguing. Like he gonna keep arguing with you, bro. Don't.
I
Don't
fucks with
waste-
Alright,
Nas,
so-
I fucks with this. It was written Nas. You know what I mean?
Because I was
Still
gonna
mad,
bring
still
this up
mad.
last show, and we was gonna add the picture somewhere over here. So if you had to eliminate somebody in their music out of Big, Pac, Nas, or Jay-Z, who you taking out that
Who
circle?
watching Law and Order?
word.
Dum, dum,
That's
dum,
this
dum,
nigga
dum,
with his
dum,
phone, you
dum,
heard?
dum.
So if I had to eliminate anyone,
And yeah, out of Big, Pac, Jay, and Nas.
if I had to eliminate,
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the
one.
picture so we could put it
So
somewhere.
so that people
Yeah,
know
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
I'm not a West Coast fan. I'm not a big West Coast fan. Do I do respect Tupac for his contribution to hip hop? I do respect his content.
He gonna say it too.
Pac would have to leave for me. For me.
I respect.
If Pac left the game, it would be crazy. You understand? Nas influence on the game is crazy, right? But
Nas
it was
influence on
crazy,
East Coast rap.
right? But
That's
it
why.
stopped to a point.
It never
It
stopped.
stopped to Nas' influence stopped to a point. Niggas stopped rapping like Nas to a point. Niggas stopped being all that. You feel me? Sucker for beepers who in the room and 20 for sneak. You know what I mean? That shit was cool back then. You know what I mean? But like,
making that face,
you
bro.
take a nigga like Hove. You understand what I'm saying? He kept elevating to a point where you kept wanting to be like Hove. When Hove was in his 40s, he had everybody wearing black.
And that's
You
why I was
understand
always a
what I'm
Hov
saying?
fan. I respected Hov because he
So you going with
Even
so
for
you
Pac,
going,
now
so you
to
going
the-
with Nas?
No, I'm saying
He
Nas
says Nas
gotta
gotta
go.
go.
You're saying
Now,
Nas gotta
even
go.
He
with
said-
Pac to this day, you still got niggas right now, bro. Boo Pac trying to
I'm
be
not even
Pac.
asking you.
You know what I mean? Trying to live up to that standard that he was. You know what I mean? So
Who do you say?
my bad,
that's-
bro. You,
No, don't talk to me, man. We're not friends right now.
To me, I think Pac and Big somewhat elevated each other,
Okay.
so that would eliminate two. And then I also feel like if there was no Big, pause, then where would Jay fall in that?
Well, Jay was already on. Like, he was already on his way without Big.
Yeah, but it was
No. Let's not do that. I don't like when people do that. When people say that because of Big, Jay would have never blown up, because it's not true. Jay was always Jay. Jay was
That's a
already
fact.
in the game.
that's a fact.
Prior to Big's passing, he already had a fucking notable album prior to Big's passing. So whether Big was here or not, Jay's status would have still rise. Pause. It would have never. It may not have made it as far that it did. Possibly. My nigga, that's a whole different conversation.
I still think it would have made it as far.
It could have.
Maybe that- and it's quick
Some
that
people could
time
debate
span,
that the
you know?
possibility of
Right,
Big's
right.
existence contributed to the style of rap because it was a Brooklyn thing. That you can make that argument, but regardless, Jay-Z still would have become Jay-Z. He would have been famous. He would have blew up. He would have had a fucking situation. I don't agree or believe that Biggie's contribution to hip hop alone was the only reason why Jay-Z was able to establish himself. Don't do this to me, my nigga.
I'm saying so.
I love hip
love
hop.
it.
I still
I
didn't
love
even get
it.
my
I love
answer.
it. I
I
love
still didn't
it.
even get my answer.
What was your answer? What was your question?
My question was Big, Pac.
I told you my
said
answer.
Pac.
No, I didn't give
Pac.
my answer. Yeah, I still didn't
Oh,
give my
what's your,
answer.
what's your answer?
So
Don't give me mad.
Because-
Magic. This
You
might
gonna
be
go
your
with
last
Nas?
episode.
You gonna go with Nas?
no, this is what I'm saying. Because I'm a commercial rapper. Nas ain't give me enough commercial rap, so I'm gonna have to go.
Oh, you'll go
Nah,
with Nas.
Nas,
As long as Jay-Z's in there, my nigga. Jay-Z's my
And-
rapper. Pause.
Like since I know hip hop, AZ and Nas at one point was right there. I thought AZ would be a bigger artist.
I think AZ
So-
was a better rapper, but Nas.
That's what I'm
had the
saying.
more-
So I
more of
almost
the-
feel like you
appeal.
could almost remake. Nah, if I had to choose out of the three,
What you think happened with AZ?
Nas happened.
He got comfortable.
Nas happened.
AZ got comfortable.
At that time, I think there could only be one.
It wasn't even a matter of they could be one because AZ's not from Queens. He's
He's
from
from East
Brooklyn.
New York. Shout out to AZ.
So AZ was.
But the sound, I'm talking about the sound.
no, even then,
the
they
sound,
were
the look?
completely different. No,
Me? I don't
AZ was more the lyrical miracle nigga compared to Nas.
Because
AZ was
AZ's,
also-
I just heard, like AZ's album was crazy, and then Illmatic dropped, and that was like,
When AZ dropped Sugar Hill, my nigga, it was a whole different situation for him.
I think that's what it was.
He separated himself in terms as a person, but he did not go commercial. That was the difference. Nas, as much as people may not want to accept it, let's not even do this because we're not a fucking hip hop historian.
I'm just
podcast.
letting y'all talk because
Nah.
it sounds like y'all just.
So for me,
about
I
my
think
man right here.
yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be about him. So we had
We
the
can always
conversation.
we can always revisit
We
this
could
another
definitely, yeah,
time.
definitely.
fact.
So yeah, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro?
What's going on? Yeah, that's cool. My bad. I contributed to that.
Nah. We all did. But it's just like
good conversation over.
yeah. So like the reason why it gets crazy, like in conversation about hip hop for me especially, because I'm a hip hop head. I'm not a fan of the music that's out now. You know what I'm saying? So like whenever I reach out or speak to an artist, like even for yourself, if I'm reaching out and I want to do an interview, pause.
That wasn't crazy.
No, I said reach out first before I said interview. And it's just because I can see like you have there's a hip hop, like you have that type of music in your music.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. And you know what I mean? As you can see, you know, like I definitely hold hip hop to a high place in my life. You know what I mean, as well. Like that shit, it helps me with a lot. You know what I mean? And it could definitely do a lot. Like it kept me from doing a lot. You know what I mean? Like I used to see people talk about music helps them express themselves and all this other shit. And I used to think it was just like a bunch of whole corny cliche shit. You know what I mean? Until you actually in a position where, you know what I mean, you want to do some shit, you make that choice to go to the studio instead, you know, and you let that aggression out on the mic instead of on somebody else, you know what I mean? So it definitely, it did a lot for me, bro. Like, so I love it, man. I love it.
So like, I do want to speak quickly on. You did do. You have your music now, your hip hop tracks, your trap music, etc.
Yeah.
You have one song that I had heard from you that my mans had put me on to, and I was like, wait, this is not a regular track, because like comparing it to Lamborghini, which was the first one he put me on to. Pause. And then I heard this track, Just Fine. I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? This nigga wildin'. This shit is but the track is fire though. And that's why, like, even before, prior to the recording, I was like, yo, play Just Fine, my nigga, I need to hear that.
I appreciate
that track was fire, bro.
And that's actually in my playlist. It's in my newly like playlist that I have on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know, we support our niggas. Unlike some of y'all motherfuckers. Yeah.
That's a fact. But yeah, bro, Just Fine. First, shout out to Edu Beats. That's the producer who made the beat. It's my son out in Honduras right now. You know what I mean? Shout out my son. Yeah, I met him over Instagram. You know, listen, man, social media is a beautiful thing. But you know, Just Fine. You know, like I got Caribbean like roots. You know, I say Caribbean like because my pops from Guyana. You know what I mean? It's in South America, but they definitely got a lot of Caribbean culture over there. You know, a lot of my friends are Jamaican as well too. You know, I'm a regular artist over there, Confidence. You know, y'all tapping with him too.
Shout out. What up?
Yeah, so Just Fine.
Confidence that keeps forgetting to throw his flag when people say something crazy.
Nah, he started off strong.
Yeah.
Yo, crazy, but yeah, you know, Just Fine was just, you know, it was one of those. You know what I mean? Like, you know, all right, you know. This is where I'm from, you know, open it up, my little emotional side, sensitive.
James, thank you. He said, open it up.
I mean, in emotional terms, you know what I mean? It's a little bit more calmer than my usual music or what somebody who has been listening to my music would expect, you know. But yeah, so that's how that came about, you know. Glad you like it, though.
Nah, that's my shit, though.
So you told us where you started. And you mentioned to us where you at now. We got the studio. So close us out, brother. What's next? What can we expect for you?
Yo,
look right there in that camera, bro. Let us know what's next for you.
Yo, what's next? You can expect Domination LLC to be the next fucking thing. You feel me? In 2020, where we are right now? 2021. All right, 2021, 2022 coming. You know what I mean?
So we got the nigga in 2024 right now.
Yo, I don't know where I'm at. We got more music. We got more videos. You know what I mean? That's how true it is. You feel me? Tap in DomoNoGood on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. You got my artists.
That's where the link is gonna be, right?
Yeah, the link.
Say that. There we go. You know what I mean? You got my artist Confidence. He about to drop his Biden's video. Stay tuned for that. You know what I mean? And like I said, bro, just tap in with us. Instagram, DomoNoGood. Just stay tuned. I can't talk too much. I can show you better than I can tell you. You know what I mean?
I like that.
You feel me? So just tap in with me.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, DomoNoGood. Give it up one time.
I'm Hollywood, and I can be more haters or more greater than you ever could. I'm Hollywood.